Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Rambling Runoff. I am your host, Robert Rios, and of course, as always, virtually next to me, Mr. Danny Tan. Danny Tan, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, world. I'm Danny Tan, co-host of Rambling Runoff. What's going on?
I'm glad you were prepared with your introduction this time, and not like last time. Hey, everybody, and then that was it.
I know you wanted me to go, hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Well, I don't need you to sound like Bugs Bunny, but I just need some energy. It's the freaking intro.
How dare you? That's my Porky Pig.
No,
that's out, folks.
Chill. Anyways, yes, welcome to the Rambling Runoff, where we ramble all day and we run on forever. Sports podcast for the casual sports fan or the hardcores, if you like that. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, Danny. What do you think?
Yes, sir. We've got quite a few topics. We got some soccer, a little bit of boxing, and a couple of other random things. MLB, NFL.
Yeah, and what not to do when a new player joins your pro team.
Dun dun dun. Do's and don'ts of sports management.
But yeah, we got a lot to unpack today. You know, different stuff. So it's always good to have that stuff. But yeah, let's get this show going. But first, let's check in on Danny. How have you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing okay. Still working, grinding.
Did you do anything interesting over the weekend?
Well, this weekend was at Saturday, Sunday. Nope, I went desk shopping. Yeah, that was the most interesting thing. So, no, I did not.
Hey, desk shopping can be interesting, dude. I remember when I first bought my desk, I was like, all right, I need a desk with like 2 shelves, a big table.
Yeah,
like I
our
needed to
only
be
criteria
like, oh, what's your criteria? Sorry.
was not to go to IKEA.
What's wrong with IKEA?
Well, IKEA's okay, but you drop something on it, the table dents. You slide a quarter across and it leaves a streak and chips of paint.
Is that your history with IKEA stuff?
Yeah, it's good and bad. It's good, it's good quality, cheap furniture. But now I wanna, decorate the room in my own style. Pick a desk that speaks to me and works in this
space. Or you could just make your own desk.
That's true. But then I got to buy a saw. I got to buy all the woodworking stuff. I got to learn how to woodwork and chisel. I got to get a wood turning lathe. All this other stuff. Come on, man. It's like you're asking me to build it's going to cost like $6,000 if I just do one desk.
Dude, you just need legs and a tabletop.
Yeah, that too. I can just stick legs on. I can find a discarded door. Stick some legs on the door.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. A big ass desk.
Hopefully, you find that desk that you like.
Yeah. Wait, I cut you off. Let me hear about your desk. What's going on with your desk?
Oh, my desk. Well, I bought it off of Amazon during the pandemics. I need a good professional-ish place to study and do my journalism work for the bulletin where I was working at the time. Yeah. And yeah, I just got tired of both eating and working on a little foldable table. So yeah, I got my desk. It's pretty good. I mean, it came in shipped when I bought it, but it's all good, whatever. And yeah, I mean, I got my camera stuff. I got papers. I put my PlayStation down here because it's right next to my TV. Nice. I feel like it was very useful in the beginning. I was all right, I'll try to keep it as clean as I can. And then you know me.
That never happens.
Yeah, it starts off good and then it just falls off. Like right now, I got Chick-fil-A, I got water, I got random napkins everywhere. I got you guys can't see, but we're video chatting on Zoom, and I got random Yu-Gi-Oh card that I was cleaning, and I found this the other day.
Read it off to me.
The Sujin. I don't know. I was never good with Yu-Gi-Oh names.
Yeah, that looks right. Sujin. Water tribute.
This is an old card, dude. I've had this since I was like in kindergarten. I don't even know where the hell it came from.
Vintage.
I know, right? Maybe. Hey, somewhere in my house, I have a Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
Oh, shit. Damn.
It's somewhere.
You got like $50 somewhere laying around.
I wish, dude. Give me the $50 right now, buddy.
Yeah. But how's your week been, Robert?
Well, besides the cleaning that I had mentioned, nothing much. I was just once again trying to organize some podcasting stuff. Which you want to hear a surprise, Danny?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna do an extra show next week. Don't tell nobody. Actually,
Uh-oh.
tell everybody. What am I talking about?
Hush, hush. I mean, just kidding. Loudspeaker.
So yeah, check it out. It should be coming out Tuesday or Wednesday. It's gonna be a special one show, one topic thing. So yeah, and we'll also be having somebody new come onto the podcast, Danny.
Yes, yeah. Not only that, but Robert made one of the dopest background logo things I've seen him make ever. And so get excited for that. You won't just be staring at some like looped animation that looks like
Hey.
Putting on whoa, hold on. Let me finish my joke. Looped animation from like the Wii Sports loading screen. No, this will be good. You'll enjoy looking at this.
I know you had a Wii. Don't disrespect Wii Sports like that.
Oh, I love Wii Sports.
What's the problem with the animation?
Well, I'm saying that's for Wii Sports. If we take that logo and put it in the background for our podcast, we should be making something better.
Dude, there's nothing else higher than Wii Sports Resort.
Oh, that's true.
Dude, I'd be whooping ass in bowling and baseball and tennis.
Bowling, baseball. What is that? It was like the sword fight. I love the sword fight.
Oh, there was no sword fight. That was the.
Yeah, there was.
That was probably the bonus one. There was like a expanded Wii Sports Resort. The one that it came with was bowling, baseball,
exactly what you're talking
tennis, boxing,
yes,
and golf.
Yes, that's regular Wii Sports. Wii Sports Resort had basketball. It had hang gliding, wakeboarding, sword fighting. It had like a bunch of other. I think it had like a total of 25 sports.
It had disc golf.
Yes, it had disc golf. It had table tennis. Yeah, it had a bunch of stuff.
But yeah, we got our next show coming up. And are you ready to get this thing going? Let's stop talking about virtual sports and talk about the real sports. How about that?
Yes, but do you want to announce the name of the show or you want to keep that a secret until it releases?
Let's hold on to it. How about that? How about to the end of the show? How about that?
Okay. Yeah, stick around.
Stick around to hear it.
But
now, how about Danny? You introduce our first main thing we're gonna be scooping into. How about that?
Okay.
Let's say how about that? Yes, I'll show now.
How about that? Oh yeah, you did right. Say how about that 3 times. Okay, so you said that already. Okay. Next is we're gonna hop into soccer everywhere. We're gonna talk about the Premier League. Talk about a little bit of
PSG and Ligue 1 or Ligue 1 if you don't want to speak French.
Yes, and a little bit of MLS.
Some Bundesliga. Oh, actually, not Bundesliga. It's not even on here. My apologies. La Liga.
Yes, sir.
If you want your Bundesliga, Bayern Munich won. That's it. That's all you got to know. And Borussia Dortmund sold all their good players to Bayern Munich. They don't want to win. But yeah, we'll go off with the first major thing, which I know you already know. And Danny, you don't watch a lot of soccer. So if you know what this is, everybody knows what this is. It's big news in the soccer world. Do you know what it is?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Yes, I know because it's right in front of me. PSG plays, but Messi and Neymar and De Maria are not there.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't able to catch the game, but I saw the highlights because even my girlfriend was clamoring to hear about it. I was like, all right, I guess everybody likes PSG now. So, I checked the highlights. They did like a little like celebratory introduction for Messi and some of the other new players, which included Sergio Ramos. And yeah, including Sergio Ramos to the names that you had already listed, none of them played. I was like, okay, that was weird. And then, and it also caught my attention that while I was watching the highlight video, the commentators like, oh yeah, they're letting the substitutes play today, or like the backups, or whoever doesn't usually get to play. And they brought up a good point, like, well, how is this going to work when all X and X other player like get into the fold when Messi, Neymar, and Di Maria come back? And I was like, man, those guys on the field are probably never going to play ever again. Because they're just going to get bounced out by these like powerhouse names that everybody came to see. Like, no one came to see Mario Icardi. Okay, maybe him, but then that's it. Everybody else, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's their plan. Pull all those big names in the first game, tease them a little bit. Here's Messi. Ooh, you're not going to see him. You see him for a little bit, but he's not going to play. And then you get to know the other players, for the 5 minutes that you tune in, and then you realize that he's not being put in. Then you change the channel. You learn a couple of new players, and next time you come back around, you're like, oh, I kind of know that guy, and you stick around. It's their like audience capture strategy.
Yeah, because like right now, PSG is must-see TV. And I think
you sound like you're
Robin?
You sound like you're pitching a network. PSG TV. Come watch.
Well, they are must-see TV. And like, dude, 5 million Instagram followers in like 2 days. I'm pretty sure a lot of people woke up early on Saturday to watch that.
Yeah.
And expect Messi to play, and then he doesn't play. And it's like, oh, I guess we got to wait. I mean, they still got Mbappe, but some of the PSG fans feel that Mbappe is going to bounce to Real Madrid.
Damn. I mean,
and like how I struggled to say that story last week on the last week's show, where Real Madrid may or may not have manipulated Barcelona into losing Messi and gaining Mbappe.
Yeah.
Those backstage politics that they just can't quit politicking.
Can't quit, won't quit.
But yeah, the game overall was okay in the highlights I saw. Even though some of the articles I was reading were saying that PSG almost gave up the win, as they were up 3-0, and then somehow the team they were winning against came back 3-2, but luckily they were able to score that fourth goal towards the end of the game, and that's what sealed the deal. So yeah, if you like PSG and you like Messi, keep a lookout, and hopefully all the stars align and they play.
Yeah, I mean, if they're playing this well without three main stars, I feel like PSG is going to be a dominant force.
I know, right? I'm hopefully this is what finally pushes PSG to win Champions League, because they almost won it in 2020. They made it to the semis in 2021. So I see what happens. But yeah, and other news in the footballing world, Man U won 5-1. Paul Pogba was 4 assists. Chelsea was also victorious 3-0 with Christian Pulisic scoring. I saw his tattoo. It was his celebration. Danny, I don't know if you got to see that. He basically scored the goal, and he put his like wrist up towards his face, like his arm, like you can see the palm of his hand, and he has like a tiger eyes tattooed on his like on his forearm, and like
you're talking about that? I thought you were talking about the giant eagle in the American flag.
Stupid.
Is that old?
No.
Oh, so the new one's the tiger on the outside of his forearm.
Yeah,
that's the new one.
Yeah, that one looks dope. I like that. I'm like, dude, I want to get that, but I don't know. I really don't want to get a tattoo.
Next time on Ink Masters, Christian Pulisic gets a tiger tattoo on the outside of his forearm.
But yeah, it looks dope. I don't know if you haven't gotten to see it yet.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty good. I like.
Yeah.
There's nice sharp outlines. The shading is good. Line work is good. I don't like the left tiger eye. It looks kind of beady. Doesn't look as like lifelike as the right side. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a pretty cool tattoo.
No, yeah, his celebration looked dope. Chelsea starting off the season well with a 3-0 win. And, the American puts in the back of the net. In other league news, Barca and Real Madrid also won their games without their leading stars. Barca has no more Messi and Real has no more Ronaldo. But both teams seem to do okay, even though most of the Barca fans still really want Messi, as they were chanting Messi's name throughout the game, hoping his spirit would still motivate or captivate the team into being as dominant as they are.
What if he walked out of the stands it was like a staged like WWE like staged leave, and he comes back out in his Barca uniform. He's like, "Just kidding, guys, I'm still
like
here."
his music hits, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, oh my gosh,
He does a flip onto the field. Yeah, and the plan is to stun the other team while in play, steals the ball. You don't even see, but there's a substitution. Like the referee guy was
he runs through the tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. They let the referee know ahead of time, and there's a substitution, and the guy runs out and goes on and steals the ball. Boop, goal.
Golazo. He's got a chair. Oh God, he's got a chair. Boom, headshot and a goal, just to like sum it all up. But yeah, I mean,
soccer was like that. If football was like that, I would watch every single game. I'd get like the cable passes so you can watch every game at the same time. I would do that.
Dude, it is like that. Soccer is basically like a telenovela with 22 guys. They're just running around in circles. And at some point, someone gets tripped in the circle. And then they're like, all right, that's it. We're throwing hands. For no reason at all.
Yeah, but that happens 2% of the time. 90% of the time, there's a guy flopping because a dude
No. It happens 2% of the time per game. That's why you got to keep watching all the games, because then you're going to miss it.
That's why I watch the highlights at the end.
I mean, yeah, you could do that too. I mean, you could just watch the fights. That's what some of my other friends do. They're like, I just want to see the fights, bro. I'm all right. Here's the fights. And then what you see USA versus Mexico, and the fans start throwing stuff onto the field, and then one of the players gets hit in the eye. There you go. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I want to see Suarez take a bite out of another player that he's angry at.
You want to see Suarez use his hands intentionally to stop a goal?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen
I forgot it was in the World Cup or Confederations Cup. I forgot what it was. It had to be an important game because he illegally used his hands because the goalie missed the ball. Suarez is the only one behind the goal. 2 hands deflects the ball. He gets red carded, ejected from the game. He used illegal hands. And this is a real the ball never lies moment. It's a penalty. And guess what happens?
Oh, but what do they do in that case? Does it go to a penalty kick, or do they count the goal and give a penalty?
No, well, he didn't. No, well, he blocked the shot with his hands. Yeah. So it's a penalty because he used his hands in the box intentionally. Yeah. That's a red.
Yeah, so it's not like goaltending.
No. Like let's say like the ball hit it. Like let's say he didn't use his hands on purpose. Like it might have been just a penalty or even a yellow, but because he intentionally, the ball was over his head.
Yeah, so the red card.
Like if he was playing volleyball, he blocked it away. So intentionally,
it only goes to a penalty kick.
No, yeah. Well, it didn't go in.
But it was going in.
Yes, it was going in, but he blocked it.
It would have clearly gone in.
Yes, but
that should be like a goaltend. That should be red card and they count the goal. And it goes to a penalty.
Oh, maybe. That's like a tech. That's like, what is it? Oh, it's like a safety in the NFL. You get safety, 2 points for you, and you get the ball.
Yeah.
But no, unfortunately, no. It's a penalty. I think we're playing like an African team. I think it might have been Algeria. And yeah, the guy for the opposing team goes, he steps up to take the penalty. And this is the ball never lies. He kicks the ball over the bar. And then you see on the sideline, Swat is jumping up and down. Okay, he saved the win.
Yeah, because that's why they should have counted the goal and leave a penalty.
They never crossed the line, bro.
Yeah, but it encourages players to use their hands to stop a goal, even intentionally, even if you get a red card.
But then you make your team go. Yeah, but you make your team go down a man.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like, we still win the game.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The ball never lies in this moment. This is probably the ball never lies moment of all time. Because Suarez is desperate. He's a very desperate player when he plays. Why do you think he bites people? He bites people because like he grew up like all poor. So it's like his instinct kicks in. It's like, I don't want to lose this because if I lose, he's mentally thinking he's gonna go back to the slums, which he's not. But it's just like all in his head. So of course he's gonna play a little dirty. He wants to win. He's desperate. There's a lot of players like that. It's just that they never took it to that extreme like how he did.
Yeah, but that's bad sportsmanship.
Well, I don't know what to tell. I mean, he hasn't bit nobody because I think he already got like a big suspension for the second one.
Well, yeah, you get 2 bites and you're a vampire now, dude. He doesn't have to feed on the field anymore. He goes out at night and feeds in real life, in the city.
I mean, we could ask Messi. They were former teammates. If he ever tried to bite anybody.
Yeah, well, what is Messi gonna say, man?
I don't know.
They're good friends.
He doesn't talk much.
You gotta ask somebody. You gotta ask the ball boy or the towel guy.
Yeah.
Hey, are you sure what's in his bottle is Gatorade, or you think it's like human blood or the blood of young children or something?
Have you ever seen Bleacher Report? They do like animated like little skits. It's like there's like different ones. There's NFL basketball, and then there's like a Champions League version, where basically it's Champions League. So all the teams live under one roof, like a mansion, like reality TV. Dude, they did Sparta's dirt. Like his teeth are like buck teeth.
That's funny. That's really funny. That's good.
But enough of talking about the Vampire Spartas. I would just like to point out some notable European-based American players across the pond. I already mentioned Christian Pulisic, who scored for Chelsea over the weekend. Ethan Horvath, the savior of the United States national team in the CONCACAF Nations League final. He moved from the Belgium League, I believe, to Nottingham Forest in the championship in England, where now he got a start the other day, but now he has to start to play more league games because the problem was at the team he was at before, he was playing backup. But I believe when you move to the starting role as a goalkeeper, you have a better chance of starting for your national team. So it's a better move for him. Gianluca Busio just got transferred from Sporting Kansas City from the MLS to Valencia. So hopefully that does good for him. I believe he's 18, 19 years old. He's still a young kid.
Damn.
One of my favorite players to watch at Juventus is still around, Weston McKennie. He plays very deep as a midfielder. Wait, what happened?
McKennie? Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. He plays very deep as a midfielder, but he knows how to score. And I believe the coaching staff has even told him, get up more in attack. And, he's playing with Ronaldo. So if Ronaldo can give him the ball, or if McKennie can give the ball to Ronaldo, Juventus is going to do really good. Another guy coming up is Shaq Moore for Tenerife. I don't know if I said that right. I'm not even sure where that's at. But Shaq Moore, he had a good outing with the U.S. men's national team during the Gold Cup. So hopefully he elevates his game and he gets called up for the World Cup qualifiers. And finally, we got Josh Sargent, who I believe was playing for Schalke, but now Werder Bremen, excuse me. He was at Werder Bremen, and now he's playing for Norwich City in the English Championship. I believe this was I think they're in the Premier League. Yeah, they are in the Premier League. hopefully he gets more playing time because I know their team he was at was going downhill very quickly, but now he's got to fight for not relegation again with Norwich. What do you think about that, Danny? Huh? You like soccer?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, props to all U.S. players that can make it somewhere else.
No, yeah, because before, like whenever like US players would go like abroad, like they would go
Yeah.
play at teams that were not that they sucked or were they were just not notable. Like Pulisic at Chelsea or McKennie at Juventus. Like that was never a thing. Like probably the biggest name to go to the biggest team was Clint Dempsey at Tottenham, which he went up and down seasons because he didn't always get to start.
Yeah, I
But
mean, U.S. players are, I guess, pretty good, huh?
no, yeah, they're on the come up. So yeah, just keep
Hell
an eye out
yeah.
for those American players. And lastly, I didn't mention this in the beginning of the show, but and ties into the MLS. Me and my wonderful girlfriend, we went to a Galaxy viewing party for
Oh,
their away
shit.
game out in North Hollywood. And yeah, we
Nice.
had a really good time. We showed up to it was at a bar and restaurant, which we had both never been to, but it was cool. We walked in. They had like a pool table, like it was like a bar. Like it looked and smelled like a bar for sure. But in the back, they had like a nice like gathering area, and there was a I wouldn't say there was a lot, but the room was full, so a good turnout in regards to spacing. Like we got there and we're like, where do we sit? Cause there was like one guy sitting at a table, and then luckily, I guess like one of the main people that like hosted there, they're like, "Hey, we can make some room for you." I'm all right, cool. So yeah, we got there like 10, 15 minutes after the game started, which is fine because there was nothing much except for one really good save because the Galaxy decided to start their backup goalie Jonathan Klinsmann over Jonathan Bond, and dude, he was standing on his head. He had 7 saves, and like most of them came in the second half. The Galaxy scored like around the 40th, 42nd minute with a Kevin Cabral goal. And yeah, Jonathan Klinsmann, the goalie for the Galaxy, the backup, he came in clutch. I think there was like at least two or three that came like within like minutes of each other. The last one was like probably his best one because they were they were playing at Minnesota. They were playing the Minnesota United. The ball holder, he took a strike from outside the box. It takes a deflection off, I think, one of our defenders. Klinsmann's going to his right. The ball is going to his left. And somehow, some way, he was able to like just drop his body down and with his left hand bat it away. Like, and that was like in the last like minute or two of the game.
Living
Like,
legend.
yes. So he made himself
Living
famous just off of
legend.
one game, but I think Galaxy are gonna keep their first starting goalie, Jonathan Bond, in goal. But yeah, we had a really good time. I had never been to a viewing party. My girlfriend had also never been to a viewing party like that. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Springbok in North Hollywood. No, Van Nuys. Van Nuys actually.
How was it? How was the food?
We had like their like sampler, which uh we didn't get everything that was on it because they were missing something, but it came with like fries, chicken tenders, like somewhat spicy wings. I think it was like I'm gonna say this wrong. It was like squid tentacles. What is like
You
the
talking
part?
about calamari?
Yeah, calamari. Thank you very much. I usually don't eat that, so I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it came with calamari and it came with like one like potato like cheese butter thing, which was really good. I mean, I wanted to try that their macaroni cheese ball, but they unfortunately did not have any that day.
Oh, they always run out of the good stuff.
Yeah, I know, and my girlfriend loves macaroni.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a good time. They had a raffle, which I got to participate in. They're like, "Who's new?" And I was like, "Me." And you want to come and pull the ticket? Because they were raffling off like a replica Galaxy jersey.
Oh yeah.
We had 5 tickets and we still lost.
Damn.
But it's all good. But yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's all that matters.
But yeah. Yeah, Danny, how come you don't like soccer? What's up with that, bro? Why are you hating on the telenovela of soccer?
You know what? It's a big time commitment. There's not as much action as I'd like. It's a little more dramatic. Well, I can't say that because NBA is much more dramatic than soccer nowadays.
Yeah, maybe just a tad.
But yeah, I guess if there was just a bit more action, but I don't have any dogs in the fight. Many players.
You have dogs right there.
I know. My dogs are here. They're not on the field.
You have dogs right there, bro. Well, Danny corrals his dogs. Yeah, well, just as a quick backstory, me and Danny went to like a predominantly Mexican, Hispanic, Latino school. So it was a little hard to not see a soccer ball be rolling around. So for my younger years, like as a kid, I didn't really like know much about soccer until maybe about 5th or 6th grade when I started getting into like MLS. And then I was like, wait, there's international soccer? And that's when like kind of like when Messi started blowing up. And yeah, so I started playing, like I would just play for fun like as a kid. And then it wasn't until like, middle school where I was like, oh, like let me play more of this during lunch. I know, Danny, you would play every once in a while, but you would play like goalie.
Yeah, I would play goalie. Well, it was school soccer.
No, yeah, we were just playing like recess. Yeah.
I'll have you know, I was playing soccer from 1st grade until I think even up to like 7th or 8th. Yeah, even we went to different like elementary schools, and I was playing soccer. I was hitting headers all day, every day.
When? Like,
yeah, in the 2nd and 3rd grade, man. I didn't know you yet.
You never told me this. You deadass never told me this.
You never see me in my prime. At that time, my hair was slick back gelled, so I had like a natural helmet, so it protect my head from the impact of the ball.
Your bowl cut?
Nah. Oh, here we go.
Dude, I've seen your family photos. You had a bowl cut, dude.
Yeah, when I was 5.
Dude, you were 5 in 2nd grade.
5 in 2nd. I'm a smart ass 2nd grader. 5 in 2nd grade. No, but yeah, I was playing, and then I remember. Yeah, in middle school, I played soccer quite a bit. Yeah, I did play goalie, but it's school lunch or school recess soccer. So you play goalie until your team had the ball, and then you go out and you play on the field, and then you run back as fast as you could if the ball was in the other team's position.
You're like, oh man, I'm out of position.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what happened? You're like, I don't want to play with these guys no more. You people.
Oh, what the hell?
Nah,
just trying to imply something.
I'm just kidding, y'all.
No, I got more into basketball.
Yeah, Danny was like more of a baller. He's like, I'm more equipped with my hands than my feet, even though I can move with my feet, just not with the ball connected to them.
Yeah, I'm more Yao Ming than Messi.
Oh, there you go. Damn, straight fire.
But yeah, I mean,
you're not as tall as him, but you're taller than me at least, if that makes you feel better.
Okay, who can I say that was 5'10"? Isaiah Thomas?
I think so.
Yeah, there's not many 5'10" NBA players.
But how tall was Nate Robinson?
Nate Robinson? That's a great question.
He was short. But yeah,
5'9".
Danny was more of a baller on the court than a baller on the field. Which I remember you just saying, I just want to play goalie, so I don't got to run.
Yeah. Goalie's the easiest thing.
What happened?
Goalie's one of the easiest positions. I ain't got to do anything.
A little, dude, that is not an easy position.
Yeah, you just watch a ball.
Yeah, you watch the ball, and then you try to use your feet or try to do something fancy with your hands, and then you end up scoring an own goal.
No, that never happened to me.
Of course, it didn't happen to you. You didn't do anything.
I was A1. No goal ever stepped past me.
Oh, stupid.
They call me the Great Wall.
You're a fool. But yeah, we would play some ball back in the day. I did play with our like school's, I guess you could say, semi-official like team in the after-school program, which we made to the final, but unfortunately we fell in that final, and that was the only time I ever played with a semi-real team.
Oh, in soccer?
Yeah, but I only got to play a little bit because I sucked, and I played defense, so I wasn't really useful in the attack.
How do you play defense in soccer?
Well, you play on the back line.
But you never kick the ball forward?
No, yeah, you could. I mean, you could dribble the ball forward, but like if you lose the ball or you guys get dispossessed, like you're gonna get hit on the counter.
Oh, I see. So you never cross the middle?
I mean, I try not to, but I had to at sometimes because I'd be like, damn, like we need to put pressure on these defenders now.
Yeah,
on these guys playing defense. Look, see, soccer's fun.
Yeah, when you describe it like that, I just want to take a nap.
Oh, whatever. All right. How about I knock you out? How about that? And you take a nap.
Oh, how about that? Yeah. So our third announcement is we're gonna start a third show, a boxing show, 1-on-1, 1 round, win it all, 3 minutes, amateur boxing. You know, Robert keeps talking smack. We're gonna go in. Here we go. Buy your tickets now.
I'm gonna get my mouth guard because my teeth. I'll just say my teeth are not equipped for bare knuckle boxing.
No, we're gloving up. We'll have a ref. This will be officiated,
bro. I'm not trying to go back to the dentist.
Yeah, this will be a fight through the state of California, man.
If you break my teeth, you are paying for my dentist.
All right. Okay. Note to self: hit Robert at the top of the head, not the bottom.
Oh, great! Now I gotta get a CTE scan or whatever.
Yeah. CT scan, MRI.
Hey, do you know who's gotten probably a bunch of head scans and head checkups?
Who?
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh shit! You're talking about Senator of the Philippines?
Yeah. Did you know he's fighting this weekend?
Yes, sir. Against Yordenis Ugas.
Yeah, that's the big bout this weekend going on with Mr. Pacman. This will be his 72nd fight. You know, he started out very young, 18, 19 years old, and he's still pushing. He's 42 now, and yeah, like how Danny mentioned before, he's a political leader in the Philippines. I don't know what his popularity stands at the moment. But yeah, this is like his little side thing now, I guess you'd say.
Well, I can fill you in on that. He is Senator of the Philippines. He's very popular. He is rumored to be a possible presidential candidate going up against a political fight against Robert Duarte, the arguable tyrant of the Philippines.
Whoa. We're not that type of show, bro.
Whoa. These are facts, man.
All right.
Filipinos, I stand with you. But yeah, Pacquiao started as Pacquiao started, I believe in featherweight or super featherweight.
Yeah.
Now he's fighting in the super welterweight.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Can you tell us a little bit about the fight?
Yes. Originally, these two fighters were not scheduled to fight each other. They were both scheduled to fight two other people. Pacquiao was scheduled to fight Errol Spence Jr., which was, I think, one of the most anticipated fights of the year. But it was called off similarly to Ugas's fight, who was matched up to face Fabian Maidana, which was probably going to be a great fight as well. But both Maidana and Spence Jr. injured their eyes in training, I think. They suffered eye injuries, and they were both called off both of their fights, and suddenly, all of a sudden, with 11 days' notice, Pacquiao and Ugas have to fight on Fox pay-per-view in T-Mobile Arena.
So what was it? Spence, like he popped his eye out, or he broke his retina. Is that?
Yeah, he tore his retina. I think. Yeah. He was probably training. Someone gave him a good sock in the eye, or maybe it was like a glancing shot across, his temple and his eye, and it tore his retina.
Shaking my head. How do you hurt yourself like that during practice?
Yeah, you got to keep your eye on the ball. There's no ball in this game.
You gotta keep your eye on the fist so you don't get hit in the face.
But yeah, this is another fight that Pacquiao says might be his last. He said that like 4 or 5 times already, after he's already become a senator. But yeah, I think Pacquiao really wanted this fight against Errol Spence Jr. He wanted to prove that, he's not just a dominant fighter that has 18, or sorry, he was an 8 division champion, but he wanted to be a dominant force in the division as well. So he wanted Errol Spence Jr. And there's always rumors, but he would have possibly also faced Terence Crawford, 2 of the most evaded fighters in the division.
Interesting. Yes, at the moment, Pacquiao 62-7-2 with 39 KOs, and Ugas, he's 35, 26 victories, 12 knockouts, with 4 defeats to his name.
Yes, yeah. And since it's been a while, especially for Pacquiao, it's been nearly 3 years since his last fight. We wanted to talk about both of their last fights. So Ugas fought Ramos. Let me double check the first name. I don't want to get it wrong. He fought Abel Ramos for the vacant WBA title in a 12-bout match, a 12-bout welterweight match. And Ugas won by split decision. Similarly, Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman in 2019, and he also won by split decision for the WBA welterweight belt. So yeah, Pacquiao versus Ugas, younger fighter, hungrier. Ugas faces Pacquiao, the legend, the man, the myth, more experienced fighter. I'd argue the guy with faster hands. Well, who knows after nearly 3 years in the ring. But yeah, Pacquiao is training here in LA. Reports say he's training in the Griffith Park Observatory, up and down the hill. He's got a training section in the parking lot reserved for him.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he is hiring a bunch of people. He's back into his like training routine. He's got chefs on staff, trainers, housekeepers. Like he's back to business. Yeah, but both fighters did train for completely different fights. I think Ugas might be a little bit ahead of the curve because he was training against Maidana, who has quick hands, is a bit more of a counterpuncher than Pacquiao, but I think he'd be able to adapt better than Pacquiao's training for Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
Well, win or lose, do you think Pacquiao will get that fight with Spence Jr. or Terence Crawford?
That's a great question. I think if he wins this fight, definitely. If he loses this fight, it'll be a hard sell.
Because then he's going to be like, well, either you retire or you fight.
Yeah. I think Pacquiao has to win this fight to leverage. He might be able to get Terence Crawford, but I don't think he wants that fight. Terence Crawford is a much younger, strong power puncher. I think Pacquiao has the footwork and the quick hands to to maybe outlast him, go the distance. I don't see a knockout in either of those fights in Smith Jr. or Terrence Crawford, but I see the potential for an upset for Terrence Crawford to take down a legend, and I don't think Pacquiao has anything to gain. Well, he does have something to gain, but I think he has much more to lose when he goes into the ring and loses to either one of those guys. Even Ugas. If he loses to Ugas, his legacy is really tarnished.
So what do you think the final is going to be in this fight?
It's pretty unpredictable. I don't know. We haven't seen Pacquiao in a while. Ugas looks good, but he has very lateral movements.
He likes to fight down the line.
Sir, but Pacquiao is one of the most flexible and adaptable fighters, not just in this division, but period. So we'll see how it works out. I mean, Ugas is a younger dude. He's taken powerful shots before. And I think that the fight won't end in a knockout, but I think it'll go the distance and end up in a unanimous decision.
I mean, I think Ugas is only 7 years younger than him. So,
I mean, 7 years is 7 years. 7 years is 7 years of not getting hit in the head, not training all that much. It's 7 years of work that isn't strained onto.
Even your dogs agree with me.
Good.
Can you repeat again one more time? Who is going to win this fight?
Yeah, I'm hoping and rooting for Pacquiao. I think he will be able to piece up Ugas. I don't think he'll be able to knock him out, but I think he'll win in unanimous decision at the end.
Well, I'm going for the younger fighter because why not? I mean, I think Pacquiao's lost his notoriety in the boxing community. That knockout he took to Mayweather where, he just face planted into the floor, I feel like tarnished his career, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a fight that he never had to take, but it was a fight. I think it was like the most paid for pay-per-view at the time. It was a star-studded event. It was incredible. I mean, it was a great fight, but it was just a tough fight for Pacquiao. He had to get down to weight. He was fighting uncomfortably against a guy who was fighting comfortably at his own weight. And, it was just the pieces weren't there. Shorter guy, reach disadvantage. But, yeah, that's just the way the cards roll sometimes.
And I think at that time, too, Mayweather had already figured that, they're both getting older and he had to change up his style. I feel like watching highlights of Mayweather, he would just come and punch you. And then, and then now he'll run in circles and then he'll punch you because he knows you're tired.
Yeah, I mean, Mayweather's endurance is nothing to play around with. But I think for that fight as well, Freddie Roach was poached by Mayweather. I think, if I remember correctly, his Pacquiao, who hires Freddie Roach for almost all of his fights, had his coach and trainer poached by Mayweather, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong.
I do remember something did happen with his trainer. I do recall that. I mean, it's been a couple years, so.
Well, it's been a while.
I mean, it's okay. We're not talking about that fight. We're talking about this fight coming up on the weekend on Saturday.
Saturday. Tune in.
And it's been a while since I've seen a boxing fight, so it should be a good one. Hopefully we could check it out.
Yeah, Fox pay-per-view.
Yeah, is that all you got to say about the fight, Danny?
Yeah, for now. I guess another fighter I'd like to talk about, Brandon Lee, who is a Showtime fighter. So most of you guys might not know him, but he is a Korean fighter out of California, I believe. And he is 23-0, and I think he's a rising star. And hopefully we'll be seeing him in main cards or, in featured undercards on bigger fights, because I think he really is going to be a dominant force in the boxing world.
Okay. Well, you gotta help me out here, Danny. The same way that you're with soccer, I'm with the boxing and the mixed martial arts. You gotta show me what's up.
Okay, I will, yeah. And we're being very casual about this because it's like this fight doesn't feel like the headline fight or the star-studded event that it should be. It's Pacquiao's return, almost 3 years out of the ring, but I think maybe pandemic, just boxing in general hasn't felt the same. But I think it's back on the rise, and hopefully this event, maybe the rumors around if Pacquiao wins against Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence Jr. will reinvigorate the boxing world and really get people talking about the sport again.
Hopefully, I mean, you brought up that fight. I also did write something else down in our notes here. As of today of this recording, Canelo Alvarez is scheduled to fight Caleb Plant in November per pay-per-view fight, told by sources to ESPN initially. And it would be presented by the BBC along with Canelo Promotions. Alvarez currently is 56-1-2 with 38 KOs, and Plant is 21-0 with 12 knockouts.
Yeah. Would this be Canelo's? Yeah. But Canelo is scheduled. Isn't this his third fight this year?
Maybe.
I mean, this Canelo is really going after it. It wasn't enough that DAZN paid for exclusive, for an exclusive contract for him. It wasn't enough that he was getting millions and millions of dollars per fight, but he's really milking. I think he's planning to retire soon. I don't know, 3 fights in a year. I think he's gonna slow down, if not retire, within the next year or so.
Because I feel like he's still young. Like, if he's pushing it like that, like, why not? I mean, unless he wants, I don't know. Mentally in the back of my head, like, I want him to fight Mayweather again. Just to make up that one loss. Like, dude, you already know what he's gonna do. It's like 21 Jump Street mentality, except opposite. Just do what you didn't do last time, and you'll win for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this fight will be the first time 4 belts are unified again. And I think, was this fight postponed from September, or is this a different fight? I've totally lost track. But
this is a different fight. I was reading an article earlier, and it said that he's been trying to get this fight for a while. So that's why this got scheduled for November.
Yeah, I think this is his 3rd fight this year. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I believe this fight was scheduled for September. But
I think it was delayed. I think it was delayed a couple of times, or at least talks that they were talking about it, but they never sealed the deal.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, a Canelo fight is always a fight that draws all eyes. The Irish Mexican,
because he punches people in the stomach and knocks them out.
Yeah, he's an incredible power puncher, but I think lately in the past 2 fights, he's been pretty dominant in the ring, not just power punching, but controlling the fight.
Yeah, like he's been more manipulative, like moving around and calling his shots.
Yeah, I think he's been showing his prowess. His fight against Billy Joe Saunders, I think, showed he wasn't afraid to fight against a more aggressive, younger fighter who's hungrier. And Saunders put up a great fight, but I think Canelo's experience gave him the ability to weather out the storm that Saunders threw up, and he came back, smacked him in the face. I think there was a knockdown in round 6 that showed.
Did he really smack him in the face?
Every boxing match. No. Imagine only body shots the entire fight.
Dude.
Putazos, let's go. We're going bodies.
Some fisticuffs.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that fight showed experience outweighs hunger, fight, and ambition, and aggression. Whereas Saunders had all of those, but Canelo's experience and his overall footwork and his just intelligence in the ring to save his energy and to go the full distance. Got him to win. But we'll see how it goes. 2 champions facing the ring, November 6th. Put it in your calendars.
Is it Saturday?
No, it's a Wednesday.
There's fights on Wednesdays? Nah, I'm just kidding. I know there's some boxing on Wednesdays, but there's no way in hell they would have a fight like this big on a Wednesday.
No, of course it's on Saturday, man.
Yo, a couple of days after Day of the Dead. Ooh, spooky.
Dia de los Muertos.
A couple of days after spooky time, Halloween. Woo! It's going to be a good time. 2 parties in a row.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are we done talking about the squared circle?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's so many things to talk about, but let's talk about some of the
other
highlights last week.
Things.
Yeah, other notable things around the sports world.
Speaking of getting knocked out, not physically, something I wanted to point out. If you guys like some NFL stuff for fun, right here, Mr. Tim Tebow. Not just kidding. Tim Tebow last week got cut from the Jags, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Former NFL champ.
No, college football champ. Get that right, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Was the Florida Gators was Coach Urban Meyer, who is also now coaching the Jags, who called him in, I suppose. They called him in as a tight end, not to play as QB. This was his comeback. He hasn't played NFL in a couple years. He tried playing minor league baseball for a bit, but it just wasn't happening. And he ended up as an ESPN college football analyst. And I guess they said, hey, come by and we'll make you a tight end. So he's playing a completely new position he's never played before. And finally, last week, he got to play in a preseason game. You want to know what happened in that preseason game, Danny?
What?
Nothing. He didn't catch one single ball. I believe he missed a tackle, and then he almost hurt himself. He almost caught a ball, but I think him or his teammate ran the wrong route, which I think he might have ran the wrong route. Because on the replay, on like the eagle eye view, he's like him and his teammate are both running side by side, and they both cut to the left at the same time. And Tebow stops running, but his teammate doesn't. So I think his teammate was running the right route, and then Tebow had space to keep going where he was initially running. So his quarterback threw the ball towards Tebow's direction. But since his teammate didn't stop running, his teammate's the one that snatched it from right in front of him. So I think one of them ran the wrong route. I just can't tell. You'd have to go ask them. Because I feel like Tebow had space to keep running, but his teammate just came out of nowhere and took the ball from him.
I mean, it might have been a curious route. You know, they both start the same route. Tebow stops short. Defenders get crossed up, and one of them ends up open.
Yeah, I guess so. But they were both open, so I guess who knows who was supposed to catch that ball.
Yeah, that's how confusing the route was, huh?
I guess.
The play was.
But yeah, he played that preseason game, and then a few days later, 2 days later, he goes on the Twitter and says, thanks to the Jags, and peace out. Well, he didn't say the peace out part, but basically he got released. The Jags released him. And the reason why I bring this up is because they bought many Jags fans or fans of Tim Tebow purchased a Jaguars jersey with his name on the back and his number, and he got fired.
Wow. Yeah.
All it took was 10 days for him to have the best-selling jersey in the entire NFL. He was even outselling his own teammate, Trevor Lawrence, who just got drafted to the team, who was the first overall pick in this year's draft. Yes, so it gets worse for the people that bought his jersey. So there's something called jersey insurance, which I believe through Fanatics, right?
Yeah, I think Fanatics.
Fanatics. You can like trade in your jersey, like if something happens to a player. But if you read the fine print of how the jersey insurance works, it only protects your jersey if the player is cut or retires, it doesn't protect if he gets cut or retires. It only works if I believe he gets traded. So
wow.
So you can't cash in on a new free jersey replacement.
But those same people also have a very limited jersey now. So it could be worth something in a couple of years. Remember that one time that Tebow was on the Jags, but then he wasn't?
I mean, I guess. I mean, it'd be like if like Brock Lesnar, if someone had Brock Lesnar's Minnesota jersey, like, I mean, it'd be interesting to see, but I wouldn't really say it'd be like a novelty or a rarity to buy.
Yeah, it might turn out to be, you know, like comic book or trading card misprints. You know, they gain notoriety and eventually they outsell the originals.
No, yeah, when I was like researching, I believe I also read up that that his like jersey was on like the front page of the NFL website. Like that's how like
wow, that's how featured it was, huh?
Yeah, wow. Like he was like he outsold a draft pick. Usually it's the other way around.
Wow.
Well, sucks to suck.
It really does.
This is why I don't buy like jerseys all the time. Well, for one, they're expensive. Like I tried buying a Mookie Betts jersey, $300, almost $400. What's wrong with you guys?
What the hell? Let's go to Chinatown.
For
like $50.
But a real one, sir, not rip off.
Oh, well, if the NFL sponsors us, then we'll say go to NFL.com.
Well, we're talking about a baseball jersey.
Oh, sorry. MLB.com.
Mookie Betts.
Fanatics.
Come on, bro. I know you like sports. You're on a sports show.
You know what? All of the names. Mookie Betts sounds like the lawnmower brand for the MLB. Mookie Betts, official lawnmower brand of the MLB.
I'm not sure. I don't think his name is Mookie. I have to double check. It's probably like a nickname or something.
Yeah. It's like that, or it's like a specialty drink in an arena, you know, in a baseball field.
The Mookie special.
Hey, yeah, they're doing 2 for 1.
The Dodgers should do that. The Mookie special.
Oh, you know what? That doesn't sound half bad. Mookie special: 2 Dodger dogs and 2 drinks for $60.
Bruh.
That's how much it is, really.
And then the fans would get more upset. $60 for this, and he's not even playing because he's hurt.
Oh. I mean, it's a deal. It's a deal.
Yeah, the jerseys are really the cheapest jersey you could probably buy for a sports team is probably a MLS jersey, which is like $120, maybe. It could be at least $90. Yeah, if you want authentic. Maybe a replica, $50 to $80.
Yeah, I know some authentic NBA jerseys, like the general jerseys, will go at discount for like $120, sometimes $210. But you're right, they stay around like that $280, $300 mark.
Yeah, and then I know like I was like, can I buy a Kyle Kuzma or LeBron James jersey?
Yeah,
I couldn't do that either. Dude, they're so expensive. It's not even funny.
It's not.
I just want to buy a jersey. I have my jersey. I have my Sebastian Legit jersey from the Galaxy, and then that's it.
Yeah, I've got my Hawks warm-up jacket, but dude, I won't spend that extra cash for the money or for the jersey.
Come on, man. Show your purple and gold, bro.
Yeah, I should.
Well, anyways, the moral of the story is make sure you know what you're spending your money on.
Yeah, invest in limited edition player jerseys that'll get cut. You're not going to be able to refund, and eventually they'll be worth something someday.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Oh, I thought that's what. Yeah, because don't you have that? Don't you have that? That Shaq jersey?
Oh, the replica, dude. I can't believe you actually remember that, dude. I forgot I even have that in my room somewhere.
Yeah,
I like how I'll tell you things from our childhood you don't remember, but you remember I have a Shaq jersey.
Yeah, you know why? It's because I'll remember, how to do important things like, calculus, physics, but then really dumb things like that.
Like, what did we eat? What did we eat for lunch that one time in middle school?
Oh yeah, well, middle school lunch is one of the best and worst things of public school. But I will say, who the fuck at our age bought a Shaq jersey?
Well, not me. I was a kid. They gave it to me.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, that's why it stood out to me.
I mean, I suppose. I mean, I didn't really wear it because I don't know. I just felt weird, like wearing it, like showing my armpits.
Yeah. I think I'd be I don't wear jerseys. I don't wear tank tops usually. But if I did, I'd be the t-shirt under or jersey over hoodie. Yeah, I think I'll be one of those guys.
Like even if you can hear my dogs, even they're like telling me, "Yeah, you dummy, you have a basketball jersey." But yeah, I totally forgot I had that jersey. But I suppose I just never that, and because it's just old, so I was like, "Why am I gonna wear this old shirt?"
Yeah, what? Oh well, yeah. Protect your money. Protect the bag.
Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. Are you done about talking about Tim Tebow and wasting your money?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean,
Well,
he wasted fans' monies twice, right? Broncos
I don't want to waste no
championship.
No, they never. No, but they did have one good playoff game, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yep, that was it.
And then with the Jags.
Yeah, basically.
So he likes going to those like kind of off-market teams, getting them to spend all their money, and then not showing up.
No, it's just by the time his career in Denver was ending, they were about to get Peyton Manning, and they're like, all right, do we want Peyton Manning or Tim Tebow?
Yeah. Do you want Hail Mary guy, or do we want a guy we know can make touchdowns?
Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically kind of ran him out of Denver.
Yep. I mean, for all the right reasons, it ended up being a success story.
But yeah, speaking of getting ran down, are you ready for the rundown as the closing part of our show?
Yeah, don't forget to stretch for the rundown.
Yeah, don't forget to stretch. The Tim Tebow talk was the warm up. So here we go for the rundown. We got another pitcher getting kicked out of MLB game. It was Caleb Smith. Dude, he was not happy. He was pitching, and at some point, they do the random checkups, and they were checking his glove, and they're like, all right, there's something on this. It's sticky. Yeah, he was not happy. He was about to fight the umpires.
Dude, and it's so obvious too. Like, you can't argue. There's nothing on my glove. If the umpire touches your glove and it takes a second for him to pull back from your glove, you're obviously using pine tar or something.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Another thing that I also found out, I think it was the same officiating crew that caught the other guy. So either A, they're really good at catching them, or B, they're really stupid, or C, all of the above, and D, all of the above, and they're not good at calling strikes and balls. Which is what I was seeing on the socials. Like, wow, they could catch that, but they can't catch it if it was a strike or not.
I know there's 300 cameras on the field, but they still have to guess if it was a strike or a ball.
Yeah, I know, right? And it's like, dude, why you guys have this digital box around the screen telling me it's a strike or a ball? And then this old man trying to see a ball being thrown 90 to 100 miles per hour over a small base. You're going to tell me it's a strike or not?
Yeah, why do we even have the umps anyway? You just have a bunch of cameras telling you, and you can have a screen that says strike or ball.
No, that's like another thing too. They're like, why don't we just do the computer thing? But I feel like it's going to get rid of the human element, which is going to be a little suspect, which not everything with computer is better.
Yeah, you're right. Computers always will malfunction. But at the same time, people will always make mistakes as well. So which one do you want? You want the computer to mess up, or do you want a guy to mess up?
I don't know, but I could tell you who else is messing up. A couple of NBA scouts did a little meeting, and they were trying to vote on who is one of the top athletes in the NBA right now. And you want to know who was not voted any of those positions?
Who?
LeBron James. Apparently, LeBron James just sucks ass now, and he's not considered a good player no more.
Wow, wow, wow.
And of course, LeBron went off to Twitter and he said this: "Thank you," as if I didn't need more gas tank emoji in me, or I would say, need more gas tank me. He
Need
needs
more
more.
to gas me.
There you go. To gas me. There you go. I was just trying to explain it. And he put a hashtag washed crown emoji. So, Danny, I need to ask you
King.
this important question. Do you think LeBron is washed up?
No. Are you kidding me? I think he was averaging 22 points last season. I mean, he's still a powerhouse. He's a huge guy. He's the football player on the floor every time he steps on the floor. He's huge. Only big guys can compare to him. The guys like Giannis, big guys, big centers can stop him, but he's still an indomitable force. He's still a ball hog, which all star players are. And he's a personality that will butt heads with staff and players and alienate people, just like other big stars will. But he's a superstar, man. That's how it is. But I think Twitter is not the right space to say definitively who's the top. Like it was probably pulled for, if you're voting on Twitter, you're probably in your mid or younger 20s. And if you're tweeting about it, you're probably even younger than that. So you're picking younger players who are up and coming and who you like more. So older players don't stand a chance.
Well, someone better go tell these.
Someone better go tell.
Hello. Did I cut off?
Commissioner.
Oh, I guess I cut off for a second. I was trying to say, someone better go tell these 10 NBA scouts and executives that he's still really good.
I mean, yeah, I
feel
think
like
they
they're
already
just-
know.
I feel like they
His
were basing it
jerseys.
off of last season because he didn't play that much because he got hurt and it was like, all right, well, what's gonna happen now?
I mean, yeah, he did get hurt, but you can't argue the stats. But it sounds like the NBA is betting on other people as well. They're betting on younger players. They're betting on people that they think will pull bigger viewership numbers.
Oh well, I guess LeBron James just sucks now. He's not winning MVP. But do you know who might win MVP, Mr. Danny Tan?
I don't know. Who?
In the MLB, there's this guy from Japan. His name's Shohei Ohtani. I think you might have heard of him.
Oh, yes.
He plays pitcher and batter for the Los Angeles Angels. And yeah, currently he leads the league, to my knowledge, with 40 home runs out of everybody. He has 87 RBIs. He has a 2.79 ERA, which is okay, I think, and 120 strikeouts. He's most likely going to win MVP over Vladimir Guerrero, who he just hits bombs, dude. So for Shohei Ohtani to out-hit Guerrero, like, it's a big deal. And because I don't know when was the last time a Japanese player took over the league like this.
Wow. The last Japanese player I know was a pitcher, and I don't remember his name. Oh, well.
You remember what team he played for?
Nope.
Bruh. I mean, it's not like there's never been good Asian players, but it's been a while that we've had one like take over the league. I feel like he's still like underappreciated. I think it's only because he's playing for the Angels and the Angels are not doing so well, and they still have Mike Trout who just for years has carried that team. But I guess people weren't prepared for Ohtani, and it just sucks that he's at a team that's at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I mean, star players will always rise. So hopefully he gets picked up by another team.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna be in Anaheim for a while.
Yeah, he just fell in love with the OC, huh?
I guess so.
But yes, well, Ohtani is a
great name.
Sorry,
yeah,
my dogs are getting a little squirrely back here.
No. That's the running theme of the podcast. Sports and dogs.
That's our running theme. But we got. I feel like the theme of our show today is getting knocked out. So you want to end on one more getting knocked out subject?
Give it to me.
You know, Shohei Ohtani knocks balls out of the park. How about I knock you out with my fist and bust a 619?
Ooh, Buriga, 619.
So the last thing we're just gonna talk about real quick. I'm gonna start playing the outro music here. So SummerSlam this Saturday, WWE pay-per-view. So if you're not into boxing, go check out some WWE. It's very rare that the WWE has a pay-per-view on a Saturday, which they did last year for WrestleMania, which was 2 days. But it's just more odd here because it's SummerSlam. It's like one of the more popular events in the summer, of course. It's called SummerSlam, duh. And yeah, they got a good bout going on. We got Bobby Lashley versus the old man Bill Goldberg. The Usos are gonna go up against one of my favorite wrestlers, Rey Mysterio, and his son Dominic Mysterio, or as they're known, the Mysterios. Danny, you like wrestling?
Yes, sir. It's been a while since I got into it. Since Rey Mysterio, Kane, Undertaker were really in it, and they were the superstars. But yeah, wrestling is really cool. Storylines are crazy. I remember the Boogeyman, and the little leprechaun guy.
Hornswoggle.
Oh yeah. There you go. But yeah, wrestling is really cool. So you watch wrestling, I'll watch boxing, and we'll come back and see which one is more entertaining.
Well, mine's gonna have more storyline and fights in it, so.
I guess.
You tell me how your 3-minute fight went. I'll tell you how my 2-hour show went.
3-minute fight, 36 minutes, 12 bout, 3 minutes each round.
When Ugas knocks out Pacquiao.
Oh shit! All right, would you like to make a wager?
No, the show's about to end. Hurry up. All right, make your wager. Go.
All right. Well, let's say loser does the intro next week.
All right. Sure.
All right. So you'll know as soon as we start the podcast who lost. All right. Well,
I guess there you go.
That wraps it up for this one.
Yeah, that wraps it up, I suppose. Like I'm gonna wrap up Danny when I kick his ass. So make sure you guys see that when I box him. So yeah, I mean that was our tune in. Yeah, tune in next week to see who wins. And yeah, thank you for listening here on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, dislike, I guess. But yeah, subscribe, please. Keep listening. If you want to hear us more, if you want to hear more from us, excuse me, you can follow us on Twitter at OffRambling. And just as an FYI, the name of our new show will be Rambling RunOff, the Podium Show. By the way, you guys thought I forgot. The Podium Show, and we'll focus on one topic. And that topic will be college football preview. It's a good friend of mine who you will be introduced to next week. And yeah, I hope you guys like the show. And also just keep vibing, you know. But yeah, if you want to hear more from us again, follow us at OffRambling on Twitter. We may also have an Instagram set up, so make sure you look out for that. That should be a Rambling RunOff. And once again, I am Robert Rios, and my host here, Mr.
Danny Tame.
Thank you for listening, and see you guys next week.
See ya. Peace.